The Dog and the Duck Family. Once upon a time there was a family of ducks. There was a mommy, daddy, and their two sons and two daughters. The ducks were a very humble family who took their time to do daily activities. They were distracted easily, but were a very kind duck family. One morning Mommy Duck woke up her babies one by one. "Good morning, my little darlings," she sang. She dressed them all for the day and gave them each a kiss. "Daddy Duck is in the kitchen making breakfast for all of you." "Yay!" squealed the oldest baby duck Tommy. "I'm hungry!" yelled baby duck Marcella. "Then waddle on over and go eat," said Mommy Duck calmly. They all waddled over in a single file line to the kitchen. Distracted by a feather on the floor, they all stopped to look at it. After a few seconds they became bored and continued their waddle to the kitchen. When they finally got there, Daddy Duck was nowhere in sight. "Daddy!" yelled baby duck Tui. "Hello?" questioned baby duck Lucy. "Mommy!" they all called in unison. She came rushing over. "What is it, you guys?" "Daddy is missing." Puzzled, Mommy Duck looked out the window. "There he is. Go ask him to come inside, kids," said Mommy Duck. The kids wandered outside. Each of them became distracted by different things. Lucy looked at the beautiful green grass. Tui enjoyed the sidewalk, while Tommy liked the basketball hoop, and Marcella checked out the deck. That's when they noticed the neighbor, Mr. Dog. Mr. Dog was an interesting individual. He was always running and panting, and he seemed to care a lot about his ball. The kids all waddled over to Daddy Duck. "How are you today, Mr. Dog?" asked Daddy Duck. "I'm quite well, Mr. Duck. I feel like running in circles." He started chasing his tail wildly. Run with me," he yelled back to Mr. Duck. "Daddy, we want to play," the baby ducks all said at the same time. As Daddy Duck thought, he realized that kids will be kids. "All right, go ahead." The kids ran and played and became distracted by many things while running. Dog thought to himself, My, they sure do get distracted easily." As he thought more, he realized, "I could beat them all in a race. Then I will be forever known as the fastest dog in town." "Say, Mr. Duck, why don't we have a race? Just for fun." The baby ducks all heard this proposal and at once chimed in. "Yeah, Daddy Duck, please, can we? Can we?" Thinking once again of how much fun the kids would have, Daddy Duck agreed. "Perfect," said Mr. Dog. "We will meet here at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and we shall race to the end of the trail. Whoever wins will receive the title of the fastest animal in town." "Tomorrow it is," agreed Mr. Duck. "Come along, kids. It's breakfast time." The next morning the Duck family was up and ready to go at 7 o'clock. They decided to warm up a little before the big race. Mommy and Daddy Duck threw a frisbee back and forth, while the kids ran in circles chasing each other. A few stretches and moments later it was 8 o'clock, with Mr. Dog nowhere in sight. But at 8 o'clock they started the race. The baby ducks were so excited they ran straight for the end, without getting distracted, for a while. Soon enough they found something interesting and took a quick break. Mommy and Daddy Duck appreciated the small break, for they were getting more tired than the little ones. "Mommy, Daddy, look, there's a worm. Let's stop to say hello," said baby duck Lucy. "Very well, kids. A quick break is much needed anyhow," replied Daddy Duck. "Hello, Wormy. We're the Duck family, and we're in a race right now," cried baby duck Tommy. "A race?" replied Worm. "Well, you better get going. You want to win, right?" "Well, of course, Wormy. You're right. Time to go, guys," said baby duck Marcella. Off they went, getting closer and closer to the end of the trail, with Mr. Dog still nowhere in sight. Mr. Dog was in his bed sleeping. He decided that because the ducks become so distracted so easily, that he would have plenty of time to beat them. Mr. Dog enjoyed his morning, ate breakfast, and then decided to go to the groomers to look extra sharp for his big day. He wanted everyone to see him looking his best when he crossed the finish line. "Oh, what a beautiful day it is!" he exclaimed. "I should probably head on over to the beginning of the trail so I can start my triumphant win." So off he went. He ran to the start line, chased his tail for a moment, and then took off. Little did he know how far along the Duck family really was. The Duck family was well on their way, with the finish line in view. They all jumped for joy. "Hooray!" they all yelled together. "Let's go, guys. We're almost there," said Mommy Duck. They all crossed the finish line together and looked back towards the trail. There was still no sign of Mr. Dog. "Man," Daddy Duck said, "I wonder where Mr. Dog is." As they sat at the end of the trail waiting, they soon saw Mr. Dog come into view. "There he is, Mommy!" cried Baby Duck Tooey. Up ahead, Mr. Dog could see the Duck family. "How did they beat me?" he exclaimed to himself. Feeling defeated, Mr. Dog crossed the line. "Hi, Duck family! You all beat me," he said. Feeling as if he should apologize for being too confident, he added, "I'm sorry for thinking I could beat you guys. I think I underestimated you all and took advantage of your habit of becoming distracted. Because of that, you all deserve to have the title of the fastest animals in town." "That's okay, Mr. Dog. We all forgive you. Just remember, when we work together, we can accomplish anything," said Daddy Duck assuringly. They all went back to the Duck family's house together, laughing and talking about the exciting run, and lived happily ever after.